Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the latest buzz around the NFL, especially in NFC East circles, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are always in the thick of things, right? They're a team that's been knocking on the Super Bowl door for the past few seasons, and every move, every game, seems to have a ripple effect that could shake the entire division. But right now, there's some electrifying news that's got everyone talking, things that could potentially reshape the landscape of the NFC East in the near future. And no, I'm not just talking about the usual off-season chatter or rumors. This time, it's about something that's actually happening, something that could really give the Eagles a serious edge moving forward. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about the Eagles showing interest in Shedeur Sanders, and that's a name that's been swirling in NFL circles lately. For those of you who don't follow college football that closely, Shedeur Sanders is the son of legendary NFL cornerback Deion Sanders, and he's been making waves at the collegiate level, impressing scouts and analysts alike with his arm talent, decision-making, and leadership qualities. The buzz is that the Eagles, always looking for ways to boost their offense and add young, high-upside talent, have been paying close attention to Shedeur, and that's causing quite a stir. Now, why is this so significant? Because if the Eagles manage to land a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders, it could be a game-changer. They're not just adding a promising young player, they're potentially shaping the future of their franchise at the most critical position. But this isn't just about Shedeur Sanders. It's about the broader implications for the Eagles and the NFC East. You see, in recent seasons, the division has been fiercely competitive, with teams like the Dallas Cowboys, Washington Commanders, and New York Giants all vying to take that top spot. The Eagles, under head coach Nick Sirianni, have established themselves as a powerhouse, especially with their impressive Super Bowl run in the 2022 season. But in the NFL, things are always evolving. The league is a constant chess match of talent acquisitions, strategic moves, and draft picks. The Eagles have built a solid foundation with Jalen Hurts leading the charge. He's been spectacular, no doubt about it. His dual-threat ability, leadership, and poise under pressure have been key in their recent success. But if the team is eyeing a future beyond Hurts, or even just adding depth and competition at quarterback, then this interest in Shedeur Sanders could be a sign of things to come. Now, there's also the element of strategy here. The Eagles are known for their smart, sometimes aggressive, roster management. They've built a team that's balanced, explosive, and capable of competing at the highest level. Their offense, led by Hurts, has been one of the most dynamic in the league, mixing running and passing threats that keep defenses off balance. But adding a young quarterback like Shedeur Sanders could be a move to develop for the future, or perhaps even to push Hurts for the starting spot if the opportunity arises. It's a move that could pay dividends if they can secure him in the draft or through a trade, and it signals their commitment to maintaining a competitive edge. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and this interest in Shedeur Sanders adds yet another layer of intrigue. It's not just about the player himself, it's about what he represents, an investment in youth, potential, and a future that could be even brighter for the Eagles. When you look at the team's recent success, you see a franchise that's been strategic in building a roster with a mix of veteran leadership and promising young talent. Their defense has been solid, but their offense is where they really shine, especially with Hurts at the helm. Now, imagine adding a quarterback with Shedeur's skill set, someone who can be molded and developed into a star. That's a future that excites Eagles fans, and it's why the division rivals are nervously watching this story unfold. But let's not forget the bigger picture. The NFC East is a division that's always been about elite competition. The Cowboys, with their strong defense and offensive firepower, the Commanders trying to find their rhythm, and the Giants rebuilding and retooling, all make for a fascinating landscape. The Eagles, by staying aggressive and smart, have positioned themselves as the team to beat. Their focus on talent development and strategic moves has paid off, but the NFL is a league where nobody stays on top forever. That's why this interest in Shedeur Sanders is so important, because it could be a blueprint for how the Eagles plan to stay ahead of the curve, not just for this season, but for many to come. And speaking of players, Jalen Hurts remains the heart and soul of this team. His leadership has been instrumental in their recent success, and he's proven time and again that he can elevate this team in crucial moments. His dual-threat ability makes him one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the league, and his development over the past couple of seasons has been nothing short of remarkable. But the NFL is a league of constant evolution, and even the best need competition and depth. If the Eagles are seriously considering Shedeur Sanders, it's a sign that they're thinking long-term, not just about this season but about the next chapter of their franchise. Now, diving deeper into the current season, the Eagles have been impressive yet again. Their roster is stacked with talented players, and their coaching staff continues to innovate. The team's offense, with Hurts orchestrating from the pocket and using his legs when needed, has been a nightmare for defenses. Their receiving core has been reliable, and their offensive line is among the best in the league. Defensively, they've maintained a strong presence, making it tough for opponents to score. All these pieces have come together to make the Eagles one of the top contenders, but the NFL's competitive nature means they have to stay sharp, stay hungry, and keep looking for ways to improve. In the draft, the Eagles have prioritized talent that can contribute immediately, but they've also shown willingness to take high-upside players who might develop into stars. The interest in Shedeur Sanders could be a strategic move to secure a future franchise quarterback, especially if Hurts's contract situation changes or if the team wants to have a contingency plan. The draft process is always unpredictable, but if they get the chance to pick Shedeur, it could be a move that shakes up the division even further. And let's talk about the other teams for a second. Dallas, Washington, and New York. They're all aware of what the Eagles are doing. They see the potential of adding young, talented quarterbacks, and they're probably doing the same behind the scenes. The NFC East is about to get even more exciting if these rumors turn into reality. The Eagles have already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and their front office has a reputation for smart, bold decisions. This interest in Shedeur Sanders is just the latest example of that strategic mindset. Now, for the fans watching this at home, I want you to think about the implications. If the Eagles manage to land Sanders, how does that change your outlook? Do you see him as the future of the franchise, or do you think Hurts still has plenty of gas left in the tank? And what does this mean for the division? Will the Eagles stay on top, or will these other teams make moves to catch up? It's an exciting time to be an Eagles fan because the team is clearly not resting on its laurels. They're always looking for ways to get better, to stay ahead, and to keep the NFC East a competitive, thrilling division. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this interest in Shedeur Sanders? Do you believe he's the right fit for the team? Are you excited about the potential future, or do you think Hurts still has what it takes to lead the Eagles deep into the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. We're here to keep you informed, engaged, and excited about everything happening in the world of your favorite NFL team. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Birds!